Hey guys, welcome to SAMTV. Today we're doing something a little bit different. This is going to be a really concise, short video, and I'm going to basically direct you to two other videos, but I got a piece that's super important that I need to talk to you guys about. And if you're looking for a brand new mountain bike, most especially if this is your first mountain bike, there's tons of videos out there about what's the right bike for you, how to select your right bike, all those things. And I found doing searches on Google, Dr. Google, Professor Google, Rabbi Google, whatever Google you want to go to, Stoke Google, I guess. That's kind of a cool name, Stoke Google. Anyway, it's not a very good source for asking kind of generic questions about a specific thing. Meaning, if you Google, hey, what's an average price of a mountain bike? It's going to pull up something like $500 to $1,000, which is sadly under the number that a decent average mountain bike is going to go for. It's pulling things off of its own search, pool for places like Dick's Sporting Goods and REI and Marshalls and Walmart and all these places, Target, that sell bikes that they classify as mountain bikes, but that's not a really good number. So the same exact thing happens when you Google or look up generic questions about mountain biking itself. So I'm going to leave a link right below here for you to click on. I just put together, I think what I've heard from replies and feedback is a really good video on how to select a good / perfect mountain bike for you specifically. But there's a piece that I should have driven home a lot harder. And this is especially true if this is your first mountain bike, okay? And here it is, drum roll. You need to go to a mountain bike festival such as the one I just came back from. Got videos on the screen back there. Haha. Moab, I was just at Outer Bike. I cannot stress strongly enough how important it is for you to get on a multitude of mountain bikes before you make a purchase. So essentially in 3 full days, I rode 5 bikes. I got a chance to review every one of those bikes. And I came away with this sense of everybody should do this. If you're looking to buy your first bike, 100% get to Outer Bike. There's 5 of them, or to maybe 6 next year, depending on if they add another location. And they're all throughout the U.S. They have them up in the Northeast, a bunch of them out West, and then in the Southeast as well. So they pretty much cover the whole country. Somewhere near you, there should be an Outer Bike. If you're looking for your first bike, get to Outer Bike, or find a mountain bike festival similar to that. And by similar, I mean there's a lot of festivals out there focused around mountain biking, lots just like rides, and local merchants will come and sell their stuff. But Outer Bike is unique in that they pull the industry pretty hard, meaning they get lots and lots of really top name bike builders to show up with a bunch of bikes in every size you can imagine. And then you get to ride those bikes for a single cost of entry, like for the one weekend, which is 3 full days, which I really liked. It wasn't something that started at Friday morning at 9 and went till 5 o'clock on Sunday. So you truly had 3 full days. You could ride as many bikes as you want. There are people out there demoing 3 and 4 bikes a day. So you could do that. My recommendation would be to really just demo 2 bikes a day. Get a list before you go. Get your top 6 bikes. They might all be in the same class, or maybe you don't know what class of bike you want. Maybe you think you want cross-country bikes, but you're thinking, well, maybe I want something with a little bit more travel. So maybe you want more of like an all-mountain bike. That's a very broad, huge sector of the industry. So maybe you want to try a couple of those bikes, or maybe you're looking for an e-bike. And that is something that's an emerging market. And there are a lot of really great companies that are putting out just phenomenal e-bikes. Specialized at this last Outer Bike that I just came back from, Specialized was there. These are the manufacturers that had e-bikes with them. and it was half of all of them that were there. So Specialized had e-bikes, Yeti had e-bikes, Pivot was there, they had e-bikes, Nuke Proof was there, they had e-bikes, Ibis was there, they had e-bikes, and I think there were one or two others, I'm just not, click it, YT had e-bikes, Intense was there, and they had e-bikes. So probably more than actually half of all of the manufacturers there had e-bikes as well. And if you're one of those e-bike haters, well then don't worry about them, just don't rent an e-bike, whatever. But they're there if you want them. And for whatever it's worth, my personal opinion is that they will be more and more of the majority in the coming future, and more manufacturers will focus on e-bikes, because most people that actually buy bikes and ride them on a regular basis, this is gonna be a shocker, but they're not professional mountain bikers. They're just not. That's not who they're building bikes for. They race them, yes. They make a big deal and a big splash when their sponsored riders win, but the fact is that most of the people that buy mountain bikes are not pros. They're never gonna be. They don't want to be necessarily. Not that it wouldn't be cool to be on a podium somewhere, but you can ride locally and win and ride and get a podium and not be a professional mountain biker. You're still an average guy with a job or girl with a job that you go to every day, and you love and are passionate about mountain biking. So that's who manufacturers are building their bikes for. So just throwing that out there. But you've got to get to an organization or a festival like Outer Bike. It will change everything in how you look at the bikes you're looking for. When you get to spend 4 or 5 hours on a bike and then go and have lunch, chill out for a while, grab a ton of water or drinks or whatever, and then go and then ride another couple hours on a different bike, and then you're able to go maybe back even the next day and go back on one of those two bikes and compare that to another bike, man, you really have the opportunity to hone in on what bike is right for you. So all that to say, I'm really stoked about Outer Bike. There you go. Hope that helps. Right below here, or maybe right over here, or could be there. I don't know. It might even be up here, right here. But somewhere there's going to be a link for a video that I put out on finding the right bike for you. And this video should help you zone in on the bike that's right for you. And that way you can begin to formulate your list of bikes that you want to try out. I went with a list of 6 bikes, and I listed them right before I went out. You can check out my socials, go back on my previous Instagram posts or whatever, and see the 6 bikes that I listed. And I wrote every one of them plus one additional bike. I reviewed 5 of those bikes. They'll be coming out really soon. In no particular order, although my very favorite one might be the first one I release, but who knows? You know, who knows? Whatever. So, but anyway, there you go. Thanks so much for checking in today, guys. Definitely click that link below. Hit the like. Please hit the subscribe. For real. I need 10 more people to subscribe. This sounds so sad and so desperate, but I need 10 more people to subscribe. I'm like at this threshold to be able to get more access to things on YouTube and stuff. And so I literally need 10 people. Just click that button, please. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dog. Do they have a YouTube? They can subscribe too. Anyway, thanks so much for checking in today, guys. This is Steve, SAMTB. See you guys soon.